Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Opportunity Scholar. So if you have been publishing on Google Play Books and you're confused on how to create your payment profile and complete your tax information, this video is for you. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you step by step how to create your Google Play Books payment profile, add your payment information, and complete the tax information required by Google. I'll also explain some of the important options you'll be seeing during the process, and which include the tax form, so that you can understand what you're going to be filling out and avoid making mistakes that could affect your payment. So if you're a new Google Playbook publisher, or you already have books that are published but haven't completed your payments and tax setup, make sure you watch this video from beginning to end and don't skip any parts. So let's get started. As you can see, I'm already on my dashboard, and one thing about Google Playbook is that it allows you to create different payment profile for different countries. Okay, now on my dashboard, I'm going to refresh. So once I refresh on my dashboard, I'm going to go to my payment center. You can see the sales I've already made throughout this month. So on my dashboard, I'm going to go to my payment center to create a new payment. So the payment I already created is a UK payment. As you can see, my earnings are already on pounds. All right, so I'm going to create a US payment profile. I don't need to create a UK again. All right, you can see my payment already is in pounds, so I'm going to create a US payment profile, and in doing so, I'm going to click on this payment center. Then once it opens, I'm going to click on add a new payment profile. All right, now it's going to bring us to the section where we have to fill in our details. We're going to put our profile name and choose a location for our profile. Okay, so I'm going to give this profile a new name. Let me give it okay, Brandon Scott. So I'm going to use this name for my payment profile. So I'm going to copy it, so this is what I'll be using for all the details I'm going to fill. So in this section where it says business location, you can click on the pencil icon. If you don't want US to be your payment profile, you can choose UK or Canada, any country of your choice. But since I already have UK payment profile, I will leave it at US. Now in the part where it says account type, please, you have to change it to individual. Do not choose organization. If you leave it as organization, it will ask you for your organization document to prove that you reside in US. Okay, now in the part where it says name and address, I will remove the first name that is there and place my new name. Then in the address part, I'm going to fill in my address. So if you don't have any address to use, you don't need to panic. Just come to this address line and tap on any number. You can just tap 5, or you tap 59, or you choose 12, and you see the list of address will show. You just have to choose the address you want. Okay, so I'm going to choose the address I want, and it will automatically fill in the remaining details. Okay, now I'll scroll down to submit my profile, so that it's going to create it for me. Okay, I'll click on the submit button. No thanks. So you can see it has created the new payment profile for me. Now for me to fill in my tax and approve my tax information, I'm going to click on the edit, or this edit, in the payment profile that I have created. All right, so now I'm going to click on the edit. Now once you click on edit, it's going to bring you to this section. Now you have to click on manage settings. Now on manage settings, is going to bring you to the part where you start filling your US tax information. Please, I want you to take note, in this section there are two tax information that is available. The first one is the United States tax exemption info, and the second one, which is the United States tax information. Please don't get too confused. The United States tax exemption info and the United States tax information. So the one we are going to be filling is the United tax info, which is the second one. Okay, so this is the first tax information, which is exemption, and the second one, which is the United States tax information. All right, please, in filling the US tax information, ensure that the name and the address on your tax are the same, or else it's not going to get approved. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on the pencil icon here, then I'll click on manage tax information. Now it's going to bring me to this section which says add tax info. I'm going to tap on it. Then next I'm going to click on start form. Now it's going to bring me to this part where it says verify it is you that is logging into your Gmail. Alright, so I'm going to click next. Now once you've successfully logged into your account, it's going to bring to this section where it says United States tax info. So this is where we are going to begin to answer questions to fill in our tax. Now it says what type of account is Keybright Brandon's called. So I'm going to choose individual, then click on next. Now it asks, are you a citizen or resident of the United States? I'm going to choose yes. The reason is because this account is a US account. Had it been it is a UK account, I'm going to choose no, but since it is a US account, I'm to choose yes. Then I'll click on the next section. It's going to bring me a tax for me to fill. So you can see it says use a W9 tax form. So this is the form we are going to be using to fill and complete our details. So you are going to tap on it. Then it brings you to the place where you're going to fill in your legal name. So I'll Ctrl V to paste my name. Then the middle name, I'm going to put the middle name here, Brandon. Then the last name, which is Scott, that's what I'm going to be putting here. So I'll go up here and remove all the other names I placed and leave only the first legal name, which is a surname. Okay. Now this section, it says DBA, doing business as. So you can see it is already set as optional, so you're going to leave it. Okay, remember that anything that is in filling your tax information, once you see something that is set as optional, it means you can still leave it. Even if you leave it, your account will still be approved. All right, so here is your tax identification number. This is where we'll be filling our thing. So once we fill in the thing, we're going to click on the next button, which is our address. So in this part, you don't need to fill in a different address. The same address you use in creating your payment profile is what you're going to use here. All right, so you just need to tap on it. Once you tap on it, the already used address you previously used will appear. Then you tap on it and it will fill in the details for you. Then you click on next. Now the next section is a document preview. This part, it says your tax form. This is how your document will be generated based on your provided information. Now it says I confirm that I have reviewed the generated tax document to the best of my knowledge and I believe they are true. So I'm going to click yes, I confirm. Then I'll click on the next button. Here is where you're going to certify and sign, which says tax form certification. Under penalties of perjury, I certify that the number shown on this form is my correct taxpayer identification number. I'm going to check the box. So I'm going to check the box. Then this is where I'm going to impute my legal name. So I will just Ctrl V. Then the electronic signature which says I acknowledge that I am signing the tax form above under penalties of perjury on the specified date. You can see the date, which is August 12th. Alright, so once you put your legal name, you click on the next button, which is the tax reporting. Here it says you should either go paperless or get your document by mail. Please choose the recommended one, which is go paperless. Okay, don't choose get document by email, don't choose that. Now I'm going to click on the submit button. Then it will automatically approve my tax information. So let's wait and see if our tax is approved. You can see it, our tax has been approved. So you can see our tax has been approved, and you can see there is no tax deduction here, no tax deduction rates. So if you're using a UK account, you don't need any SSN, alright, but in using a US, you need an SSN. So if you need the SSN that I use in filling my tax documents, message me on the WhatsApp number on your screen. Please note that this SSN is not free, okay? We'll be taking a little fee for the SSN. Now let me refresh my dashboard again. Now you can see everything is accepted. You can see the first US tax information that I fill in has been accepted, and the second one too has been accepted. Okay, now let me scroll down to my dashboard and go back to my payments center. Now I can preview. This is the second one I created, which is a Kilbride Brandon Scott, and this is the first one I created that bears the payment. Then I'll go back to the second one. I'll click on the edit section. So now I can use this second account to receive payments for US, people that will pay me through US, and I can use the other payments and receive payment from those that will pay me in pounds. Alright, so to make any of these payments your primary payment, you can as well go to the payment settings, which is this manage settings. Now under the manage settings, you have to go to this part which says payment contracts. Okay, now you click on the payment contract. You can see where it's checked this one as the primary contact, adding a new contact. That means if you want any of your email to also be part of this payment account, you can click here, add a new account. When you click on add a new account, it's going to open for you to add the name and the email and number of the person you want to add to this payment. So that'll be all on how to create your Google Play book payment profile and adding your payment information, and also completing your tax information that is required by Google. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. I will see you in my next video, and if you have any question about this video, kindly drop it in the comment section. I'll be replying all your questions. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.